She stood in front of the big Heartland barn, wind in her hair, and with a warm smile said the words fans had been waiting to hear for months. We've officially wrapped season 19. That single moment from Amber Marshall, who plays Amy Fleming, sent waves of excitement across the Heartland fandom. But what she said next left fans even more emotional. Her voice filled with love, her eyes shining. She promised something very special. This season is for the true fans. We put our hearts into it. What did she mean by that? And what can we expect from this new chapter? Let's break it down. Amber Marshall has always had a deep connection to her character, Amy Fleming. She isn't just playing a role, lives the life of the character, on and off the screen. That's why fans trust her words. When she speaks about Heartland, it feels real. And this time her message was more heartfelt than ever. In her statement, Amber confirmed that filming for season 19 is now complete. She said the cast and crew worked hard through long days and changing weather, but every moment was worth it because they knew how much this season means to the fans. According to Amber, the entire team gave their best every scene, every line, every ride. She thanked the fans for their support during the long break between seasons and promised that this new season will be something truly meaningful. Amber didn't give away any major plot points, but the way she spoke hinted at deep, emotional stories ahead. She talked about how proud she was of the scripts, and said this season will make you laugh, cry, and remember why you fell in love with Heartland in the first place. Her words feel like a promise to all the viewers who've been part of this journey for nearly 2 decades. She also shared a sweet message about the horses. They're family too, she said, gently patting Spartan, the horse who has been with her since the beginning. She described some quiet moments with the horses during filming that reminded her why she took on this role in the first place. It's not just a show about people, it's about healing, love, trust, and the bond between humans and animals. And according to Amber, season 19 dives even deeper into that bond. What caught many fans off guard was how emotional Amber seemed. While talking, she paused at moments, looked around the set, and softly added, "This place, it holds so many memories. And this season, we're making new ones that I think you'll carry with you for a long time." That line hit home for many, especially those who've watched since season 1 and still remember Amy as a teenage girl, learning to find her way. There was also a sense of quiet strength in her words. Since Ty's departure, Amy's journey has been about healing and growing. And while fans still miss Ty deeply, Amber's tones seem to suggest that this season is about moving forward, not forgetting, but growing stronger. She didn't say much more, but the smile on her face said enough. Amy's story isn't finished. Not even close. Amber's final words in the video were simple, but they carried weight. "I can't wait for you to see what we've made. It's something special." And as she turned back toward the barn, the sun catching her hair, fans knew this wasn't just another season, it's a new chapter in a story that's far from over. The cameras have stopped rolling. The lights have gone dark, and the dust has settled on the familiar fields of Heartland Ranch. But what happened behind the scenes while season 19 was being filmed is just as heartwarming and exciting as what's coming to our screens. This wasn't just another season. From day one, the energy on set felt different, stronger, more emotional, and more connected. And now, as production wraps, new details are coming out that fans never got to see. The crew started filming during one of Alberta's longest winters. The cold mornings, snowy pastures, and frozen breath in the air didn't stop them. In fact, according to sources close to the crew, the extreme weather gave season 19 some of the most beautiful and dramatic shots ever captured in the show's history. Every sunrise on the ranch felt like a painting, and many scenes were filmed in one take because the cast was so in sync, they didn't need Amber even joked in a behind-the-scenes video, "I think the horses know their lines better than us." But what really made this season stand out was the emotion behind every scene. There were days when cast members, especially Amber and Sean, Jack, stayed on set even after filming was over just to walk through old sets and talk about how far the story had come. Crew members shared that Amber would sometimes walk into the barn set quietly before shooting, just to breathe it all in. She wasn't just preparing for a sign sheet, was remembering all the years of laughter, heartbreak, and growth the show had given her. Another touching moment came when the crew filmed a special scene involving Lyndy, Amy's daughter in the show. The young actress playing Lyndy has grown up on set, and in season 19, her role is more important than ever. A source revealed that one scene between Amy and Lyndy was so powerful that even some camera operators teared up. The bond between mother and daughter, both in the story and behind the scenes, is something truly rare. And it wasn't just the main cast giving their all. Even background actors, animal trainers, and makeup artists said this season felt different. One assistant director shared that the entire team worked with extra care, because they knew how much season 19 means to fans, especially after such a long wait. The writers reportedly rewrote several scenes during filming to make them even stronger and more emotional based on the actors' input. It became a true team effort, where everyone's heart was in the same place. There were also some big surprises during filming. A few returning faces appeared on set, faces we haven't seen for several seasons, while the producers are keeping their identities a secret for now. One set designer hinted that fans might see someone unexpected riding back into the ranch. Could it be a familiar friend? A past love interest? Or someone tied to Ty's memory? No one knows for sure, but it has sparked major fan theories. The horses also played a huge role this season. As always, Spartan, the fan favorite, was carefully trained for some new scenes that Amber herself described as powerful and freeing. Some of the horses even had custom tack designed to match new story themes. And the horse trainers say that the connection between Amber and Spartan has only grown stronger with time. They move like they truly understand each other, which only makes Amy's scenes more believable. Even the way the ranch was filmed changed slightly this season. The crew used new camera lenses and drones to capture more of the natural beauty around the ranch. Long sweeping shots of open fields, glistening rivers, and quiet trails were added to give fans more of the peaceful visuals they love. These changes weren't just technical, they were emotional. The creators wanted every episode to feel like a return home. And in the final days of filming, there was a celebration. The entire cast and crew gathered for a small wrap party right there on the ranch. No red carpet, no big lights, just laughter, hot drinks, shared memories, and hugs. Amber gave a short speech, thanking everyone for sticking with Heartland through the years. "This season is a love letter to our fans," she said, holding back tears. "Production may be complete, but the heart of Heartland is beating stronger than ever. Everything that happened behind the scenes proves one thing: this isn't just a show, it's a family. And in season 19, that family is inviting you back with open arms." When Amber Marshall made her announcement and the production team confirmed season 19 was wrapped, the internet exploded. Within minutes, #Heartland Season 19 was trending on Twitter, and fans from all over the world started pouring out their love, excitement, and emotions. It wasn't just another update, it felt like the return of something personal, something that had been deeply missed. On Instagram, thousands of fans shared edited photos of Amy and Ty, side by side with the new cast, shots of Amy and her daughter Lyndy. Many wrote how emotional it was to see Amy smiling again. Not just as a woman who lost someone, but as a strong mother and horse trainer finding new purpose. One user posted, "I cried when I saw Amber's message. Amy has come so far. I feel like I've grown up with her." On Reddit, Heartland fans started deep discussions, guessing plotlines, predicting surprise returns, and even sharing their own theories. Some believe we might get flashbacks of Ty. Others think the show is preparing Lyndy to become the new main focus in the future. One post that got hundreds of upvotes read, "If Lyndy is the next generation of Heartland, then this is the perfect way to pass the torch." The emotional weight of the fans' reactions was impossible to miss. On Facebook, longtime viewers who had followed the show from the very first episode commented that they never thought the show could keep going after Ty's death. But now, they're not only hopeful, they're excited. One fan wrote, "I stopped watching after season 14. It was too painful. But now, seeing Amber talk about season 19 with so much heart, I'm ready to come back." Fans from countries like Brazil, Germany, and India shared translated clips of Amber's speech and discussed how Heartland had helped them through tough times. Some said the show helped them heal after losing a loved one, just like Amy. Others said the peaceful scenes with horses gave them calm during stressful times. For many, Heartland isn't just a show, it's therapy, comfort, and hope. TikTok creators jumped in too. Edits of emotional moments from past seasons, like Amy and Ty's wedding, or Jack's heartfelt advice, were paired with soft music and clips from Amber's recent video. Some creators even posted side-by-side reactions of themselves crying while watching the trailer. One video simply said, "I wasn't ready to feel this much again." YouTube, comments under fan-made trailers and tribute videos were filled with love. Many fans thanked the show for continuing and praised Amber for staying with the story. One comment stood out: "She could have walked away years ago, but she stayed. And because of her, Amy is still here. I'll never stop watching." And of course, many fans brought up the dream everyone still carries deep down: the return of Ty Borden in some way. Though actor Graham Wardle left the show, there are growing hopes that season 19 might include flashbacks, voice recordings, or letters written by Ty in the past. It may be wishful thinking, but fans are clinging to hope. One post summed it up perfectly: "Even if he's not coming back, I just want Amy to talk about him again. He's still a part of her story and ours." The comments, shares, and reactions are proof that Heartland still matters. Not in a loud or flashy way, but in a quiet, strong way. A way that lives in people's hearts, that reminds them of family, home, and love that doesn't break, even when people are gone. And as the days go by, the excitement is only growing. Fans are counting down to the trailer drop. They're marking their calendars. They're re-watching old seasons to prepare, because Heartland isn't just a show returning, it's a feeling that's coming back to life. Asterisk. It's been nearly 2 decades since we first met the Fleming family at Heartland Ranch. Over time, the show became more than just became a part of people's lives. And now, with season 19 on the way, fans are asking one question: what's next? What stories will unfold? What will happen to Amy, Lyndy, and the people we've grown to love? While the producers have kept tight control over spoilers, there are some powerful clues and emotional themes we can expect, ones that promise to make this one of the most heartfelt seasons yet. From everything Amber Marshall and the cast have hinted at, season 19 is not about going back, it's about moving forward. Amy is no longer the same girl we saw in season 1. She's a woman who has loved, lost, and found strength through pain. This season will show that healing isn't a one-time moment, it's a lifelong journey. And this time, Amy's journey is also Lyndy's journey. Fans will likely see the mother-daughter bond grow deeper, with Lyndy beginning to ask questions about her father, about life, and about the legacy of love and horses she was born into. There's a lot of talk that Lyndy will take on a more central role, not just as a background character, but as someone who begins to carry the spirit of Heartland forward. Scenes of her riding, helping with horse therapy, or simply sharing quiet moments with her mom are expected to play a big part. And it's not just about following in Amy's footsteps, it's about discovering who she really is. Viewers may watch Lyndy begin to shape her identity, not just as Ty's daughter or Amy's child, but as her own person with her own voice and passion. Amy, meanwhile, is expected to face new challenges, not just from the outside world, but from within. There may be moments where she questions whether she's truly healed. There could be a new relationship forming, though nothing is confirmed. If it happens, it will likely be slow, respectful, and deeply emotional. The writers know the audience still loves Ty, and they won't try to erase that love, but they also want to show that love can take new shapes, that moving on doesn't mean forgetting. Dak and Lisa's relationship may also take center stage again. They've been the backbone of the family for so long. But now, with more time passing and the family growing, they may face questions about the future. Will they retire, travel, or stay rooted at the ranch, passing down their wisdom? One thing is sure: Jack's quiet strength and Lisa's calm warmth will be needed more than ever. Fans are also hoping for more screen time for Lou and Peter, especially after their recent developments in past seasons. With their co-parenting and rekindled connection, season 19 might explore how they balance love, work, and their children. Georgie's return is still a big question. There's been no confirmation, but fans are hopeful for even a brief appearance or update. Even a short letter or phone call could bring joy to longtime viewers who still hold on to her story. There's also a high chance of new characters being introduced, even if just for short arcs. Heartland has always used guests and newcomers to teach lessons and mirror the main family's struggles. A new troubled horse, a wounded rider, a neighbor in need — these are the kinds of stories that bring the Heartland magic to life. They remind us of the ranch's real purpose, healing behind all the stories. Though one theme stands tall: legacy. This season feels like a turning point. It's not the end, but it is a new chapter. The legacy of Marion, Ty, and all the generations that built Heartland is now in Amy's hands, and slowly, in Lyndy's. The ranch is more than land and fences, a place where people find themselves again. And that message is what season 19 will carry forward. We may also get more insight into Ty's memory, While he won't be back as a character, it's possible we'll hear his name more. Perhaps Amy will share a story with Lyndy. Maybe there'll be flashbacks, or even moments where Amy visits Ty's grave to talk to him. These moments, even if short, carry huge emotional weight. They show that grief doesn't end, but it changes. One more thing that's exciting: the visuals. Based on what the crew shared, this season may be the most beautiful one yet. Sweeping shots of the Canadian Rockies, horses running freely, and golden sunsets behind the barn, all filmed with new equipment and drone shots that add emotion without saying a word. In the end, Season 19 is shaping up to be a gift to the fans. It honors the past, respects the pain, and opens the door to a future full of love, growth, and healing. It's not about big twists or shocking drama. It's about real people, real emotions, and the beauty of a quiet life lived with courage. So, when that first episode begins, and the screen fades in to show the familiar ranch, fans won't just be watching a TV show, they'll be going home. Asterisk, as the dust settles on Heartland Ranch and Season 19 prepares to reach our screens. One thing is clear: this story still has so much heart left to give. From Amber Marshall's touching words to the emotional behind-the-scenes moments and the fans' outpouring of love, it's clear this isn't just a TV show, it's a shared experience. A family, a home that continues to grow, even after all these years. Every hoofbeat, every hug, and every tear shed on the ranch has led us here to a season built not just for ratings, but for connection. Whether you've been watching since day one or just joined recently, Season 19 promises something for everyone: healing, growth, and a reminder that even after great loss, life can bloom again. The characters are older now. The ranch is quieter in some ways, but the spirit of Heartland is louder than ever. And while we've shared all the latest updates we have for now, there's so much more still to come: new scenes, character arcs, surprise returns, and perhaps even a few twists no one sees coming. If you felt moved, excited, or emotional during this video, you're not alone. We feel it too. For more exclusive updates, emotional moments, and deep dives into your favorite characters and storylines, make sure to subscribe to our channel, Nextdoor. You won't want to miss what's coming next. This season is just the beginning of a brand new journey, and we'll be here with you every step of the way. Stay with us. Heartland is coming home.